Welcome back to the channel FHL. So previously we saw the first four paragraphs of chapter 8, part 1, Santosh Yadav from the book for class 9, Bihar. Today we will be seeing the rest of the paragraph. So before that, let us have a quick recap on the first four paragraphs. So the first paragraph gives us the information about Santosh's birth. So in Santosh's village, mostly everyone consider a boy as a blessing. So once a holy man came to their village, and when he was about to bless Santosh's mother, who was expecting, her grandmother interjected and asked for a girl. The man was surprised, but he blessed, and Santosh was born. And Santosh's name means contentment. Contentment means satisfied. But Santosh was never satisfied. She was a bit of a rebel, but she always fought for the right cause. One example is, none of the girls in her village ever wore shorts, but Santosh wore shorts. Not because she wanted to show off, but because she felt comfortable in those garments. So as we see it in her own words, from the very beginning, I was quite determined that if I chose a correct and a rational path, the others around me had to change, not me. So if she felt like she had chosen a right path, which is morally right and which is very sensible, she wouldn't change for others. Because she firmly knew that she was walking in a right path, that she has made a right decision in her life. And it is very sensible and it has all the moral values. If she has chosen that kind of path, no matter what anyone told, she won't change her mind, because she found the other things to be stupid, especially the traditional norms imposed in her village. So she never followed that. If she doesn't find it sensible or reasonable, she won't follow it. So after that, we come to know about Santosh's parents. They were affluent landowners. They were capable of giving good education to their children. Most of the girls had their education in the local school in the village, and Santosh too had her education in the local school in the village. And after everyone completes the education, after the girls in the village complete the education in the local school, mostly they will be getting married. But Santosh never had that idea. She wanted to learn more. She had a thirst for knowledge, and she always wanted that she should get more education. So she convinced her parents to send her for higher studies, and they were not ready to send her. They hesitated. But Santosh was so determined, she convinced her parents to send her to Delhi for high school. And after that, she joined there and So now we are going to see paragraph number 5. And this paragraph is a paragraph where Santosh discovers a love for climbing mountains, and she makes it a life. So we will be going line by line. It would be very good if you all have your books on your hand. Wishing always to study a bit more, and with her father slowly getting used to her urge for more education, Santosh passed the high school examination and went to Jaipur. Okay, so her father got used to her urge for more education. After completing high school, she wanted to learn more. Okay, she always wanted to learn a bit more, and her father got used to her urges, and now he does not hesitate. He just lets her to study. He just lets her to get educated. So she joined Maharani College and got a room in Kasturba Hostel. So after the examination, after her high school examination, she went to Jaipur, and there she joined Maharani College. And while studying in the college, she got a room in Kasturba Hostel. So this is an important part in Santosh's life, because we are going to see how she discovered her passion for climbing mountains. Santosh remembers Kasturba Hostel faced the Aravalli Hills. Okay, Aravalli Hills are a part of the Aravalli mountain range present in the northwestern part of India. I used to watch villagers from my room. going up the hill and suddenly vanishing after a while. Okay, so every day Santosh used to watch the Aravalli hills from her room, and every day she would see villagers climbing the mountain, and suddenly, like they would have vanished. Okay, and Santosh would always wonder, where do they go? Maybe they would have gone to other part of the mountain, or maybe they would have gone for some other work to some other part of the mountain. So something about that was so fascinating for Santosh Yadav. So one day I decided to check it out myself. I found nobody except a few mountaineers. So one day Santosh was so fascinated. He was so curious to know what was happening there. Each day I see villagers climbing that mountains, and at one point they all vanished. What is happening there? She wanted to know. She was so curious. So she decides to check it out herself. She goes to the Aravalli hills and she doesn't find any villagers, but she finds a bunch of mountainers. Sorry, not a bunch of mountainers, few mountainers. And she asked them whether she could join them. I asked if I could join them. To my pleasant surprise, they answered in the affirmative. They answered in the affirmative means they answered positively. That is, she asked them shyly that whether she could join them, and they told, of course you could join. So affirmative means a positive reply, and motivated me to take to climbing. So that incident, asking those mountaineers who were climbing the mountain in Aravalli hills, changed, made her discover a love for climbing mountains. Now the next paragraph. Then there was no looking back for this determined young girl. And Santosh was really a very young girl during that time. She was in the late teens. She was not an adult woman. She was just a teenager. But she was so determined. She was determined that I want to learn how to climb mountains. Okay. So she was so determined on that. So what she did, she saved money and enrolled in a course at Uttarkashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. So she saved some money. So her parents would definitely be sending her money to take care of her expenses. So she saved some money from that and she enrolled in a course at Uttarkashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. And without informing her parents, she enrolled her name in a course at Uttarkashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. My college semester in Jaipur was to end in April, but it ended on the 19th of May. So we know after finishing high school, she went to Jaipur and there she joined Maharani College and she stayed in Kasturiba hostel. So first, before going to Nehru's Institute of Mountaineering, she has to complete her course in Maharani College. So usually the semester will end by April, but that time due to some delay, it ended by 19th of May. And the problem with that is, since she had enrolled in Uttarkashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, okay, she had to be there by 21st May. So we are going to look at that. And I was supposed to be in Uttarkashi on the 21st. The semester in Maharani College entered by May 19th. And now she has to be in Uttarkashi by May 21. So she just has 1 day gap. So she wasn't able to visit her parents. I had to write a letter of apology to my father, without whose permission I had got myself enrolled at Uttarkashi. So she decided to write a apology letter to her father because she has not informed anything about enrolling herself in Nehru's Institute of Mountaineering, and she is also not visiting her home after finishing the semester. So she writes a letter of apology to her father. Okay, and this is the important part. This part is really very motivational about how a young girl, a very young teenage girl, came against all odds and did what she wanted in life. She didn't follow a path set by others. She discovered her own path and she was very determined. Thereafter, Santosh went on an expedition every year. So after joining in Nehru's Institute of Mountaineering, she went on an expedition every year. Her climbing skills matured rapidly, and this is very important. Her climbing skills matured rapidly. We have to remember that Santosh was not an adult woman, okay, and she is not very experienced at mountain climbing. She was barely a like she was in her late teens. She was still a teenager, but her climbing skills matured rapidly. It was not a slow progress. Her sheer determination helped her develop her skills rapidly. Also, she developed a remarkable resistance to cold and the altitude. She also developed a remarkable resistance to cold and altitude. We all know when altitude increases, the temperature decreases. So when you go up and up and up, the temperature is going to dip and it will be extremely cold. You should have the physical ability to withstand that cold. And Santosh possessed that. She had the physical ability to withstand that cold, and she was able to withstand the height. Okay, she had developed a remarkable resistance to cold and the altitude. Okay, and this we get to know how she was able to do this. Equipped with an iron will, physical endurance, and an amazing mental toughness, she proved herself repeatedly. So they are using the word repeatedly because in each expedition, Santosh proved that she was a tough woman, that she was very good at mountain climbing, that she is getting better and better at mountain climbing, and she didn't equip herself with any physical things. All that she equipped herself with was her iron will. Her iron will. From the beginning, it was told like. Then there was no, in 6th paragraph, if you look at the first line, it's written like this. Then there was no looking back for this determined young girl. Okay, so if Santosh just determines to become something, she becomes that. She was iron will. Iron doesn't bend or break. So she was determined and she decided to achieve it. And then physical endurance. She also had the physical endurance. Okay, so if you go higher and higher, it will be colder, and the altitude also increases. When you climb a mountain, it's great height. She was able to withstand all those things. So she had the physical resistance for that, and she was able to endure that, and an amazing mental toughness. So some people would try to climb mountain, but they won't finish it. Many would start something in life, but they won't finish it. But Santosh was not like that. Like most people, imagine someone climbs a mountain, someone decides to climb a mountain. They go halfway, and after that they feel like, okay, I can't climb. They will come back. Santosh was not that kind of a person. She was determined. She was iron-willed. She had the physical endurance and she had mental toughness. If she decides to accomplish something, she will accomplish it. She proved herself repeatedly. In each expedition, she proved herself. The culmination of her hard work and sincerity came in 1992. Okay, so all these, okay, the culmination is the result, the total of all these, of her hard work and sincerity came in 1992. Because in 1992, this teenage girl who came from Joniava's village did something very remarkable. And in that year, she climbed Mount Everest. And when she climbed Mount Everest, she was 20 years of age. Okay, just 4 years after she had shyly asked the Aravalli Mountaineers if she could join them. Okay, the culmination of her hard work and sincerity came in 1992, just 4 years after she had shyly asked the Aravalli Mountaineers if she could join them. So in 1992, she scaled Mount Everest, and it was 4 years after she asked the mountaineers. So in the beginning, we came to know how she discovered her love for climbing mountains. She's met some mountaineers in the Aravalli Hills, and she asked whether she could join them. And she started. She immediately wanted to become a mountaineer. Just 4 years after that, she has scaled Mount Everest. At barely 20 years of age, Santoshi Azad scaled Mount Everest, becoming the youngest woman in the world to achieve the feat. She was the youngest woman in the world at that time to achieve this feat. She scaled Mount Everest. She scaled means she climbed it completely and came back. Okay, scaled. Okay, and Santosh was she was very much respected with her within her group. They admired her. Okay, they admired her for her mountain climbing skills. If her climbing skills, physical fitness, and mental strength impressed her seniors, her concern for others and desire to work together with them found her a special place in the hearts of fellow climbers. So her seniors, okay, her seniors always. So Santosh was a very young woman, and most of them with whom she worked were seniors to her. They always admired her climbing skills, physical fitness, and mental strength. They were very much impressed, and they admired her a lot for that. But there was also something else that Santosh earned, okay, and that is their respect. And this is because of her love and concern for her fellow beings. She always loved, and she was so concerned about the people with whom she worked with. And we are going to see an interesting example for that. So 8th paragraph. During the 1992 Everest mission, so we came to know that in 1992 she scaled Mount Everest, and there was something, a very interesting thing happened during that time. Santosh Yadav provided special care to a climber who lay dying at the South Pole. She was unfortunately unsuccessful in saving him. Okay, while climbing the Mount Everest, okay, already it's a very difficult task. It's not very easy to climb mountains, and that was the first time she was climbing Mount Everest. During that time, a fellow climber, one of the climber who came along with her, he was dying. He was dying there, and she was ready to help him. But before she could help him, he died. But she managed to save another climber. Two people were almost in the stage of dying in the mountain climbing process, and she could not save one, but she saved the other person. And that you have to know how she saved the other person. Mohan Singh, who would have met with the same fate had she not shared her oxygen with him. Okay, so we come to know that one climber died. Okay, and there was another climber named Mohan Singh. Okay, he would have also met the same fate as the other climber if Santosh hadn't shared her oxygen with him. She shared her oxygen with him and saved his life. Okay, because that's something very interesting. This is why her teammates loved her so much, and they had a great respect for her, because even in the difficult situation, she was concerned about others. During good times, if you help others, that's good. That's really good. But when you help someone in the most difficult of situation, you're already, like, your position is already not very comfortable, and still you want to help others. That is something remarkable. So Santosh was climbing the mountain, and it was very difficult job, and she too needs oxygen, but she was not selfish, and she didn't think of herself, and she didn't leave Mohan Singh and the other climber. She tried to save the other climber, okay, but she wasn't able to help him. Unfortunately, he died. But for Mohan Singh, she was able to help, and she shared her oxygen and helped him. She saved his life. Within 12 months, Santosh found herself a member of an Indo-Nepalese women's expedition that invited her to join them. And 12 months after that, 12 months after this, that is after all these incidents, okay, she found herself as a member of Indo-Nepalese Women's Expedition. The Indo-Nepalese Women's Expedition invited Santosh to join them in climbing Mount Everest again, and this time also Santosh successfully scaled Mount Everest, and she was at that time the only woman and only young woman to have climbed Mount Everest twice. Okay, she was the first woman to have scaled Mount Everest twice, and another remarkable thing is she was very young. She then scaled the Everest a second time, thus setting a record as the only woman to have scaled the Everest twice, and securing for herself and India a unique place in the annals of mountaineering. Okay. In recognition of her achievement, the Indian government bestowed upon her one of the nation's top honors, the Padma Shri. Okay. She has brought a great, like her achievement was really great, and she had made she has brought pride to India. So she was awarded the Padma Shri. Describing her feelings, so the last paragraph, describing her feelings when she was literally on top of the mountain. Okay, so we used to metaphorically, or we used to say metaphorically, I am in the top of the world. It means we are in the most, like I'm so happy and I'm so excited. Okay, that is used as a metaphor. But literally, Santosh literally stood on the top of the world. Mount Everest is the highest point on the earth. It is the highest peak on the earth, and she was literally on the top of the world. And she describes how she felt. It took some time for the enormity of the moment to sink in. Okay, she tells that was a very great moment. Enormous means very big, and that moment was really very big for her because it's a great achievement. It was like a great thing, and she was like, it took some time for her to take everything inside her because she was so much happy. Then I unfurled the Indian tricolor and held it aloft on the roof of the world. So after that, she unfurled, okay, she unfurled the tricolor. The tricolor refers to the Indian flag, okay, and held it aloft on the roof of the world. Held it aloft means held it up high. So you would have seen during Independence Day, people would unfurl the flag and wave it aloft, okay, that is aloft, okay, held it up high. The Indian flag was flying on top of the world, okay, and the Indian flag was really flying at the top of the world. It was truly a spiritual moment. I felt proud as an Indian. She tells she really felt so proud as an Indian. Okay, and there is one more quick fact. Okay, one more quick fact about Santosh Yadav. Also a fervent environmentalist. Okay, he was a fervent environmentalist. Santosh collected and brought down 500 kilograms of garbage from the Himalayas. And Santosh was a fervent environmentalist. Okay, fervent means someone having strong and sincere feeling. Okay, she was so much, okay, she was deeply concerned about the environment and the Mount Everest as well as Himalaya, the entire Himalayan range. It is being polluted. So she had collected nearly 500 kilograms of garbage and brought it down. This shows how much she was concerned about the environment, and this is why she was so much respected among her teammates. She was always concerned about others. She was never selfish. She was physically strong. Okay, she was mentally tough, and she was iron-willed. Okay, she was iron-willed, and she also had a great concern for others, and that could be seen even in this last paragraph. If she wants to keep the environment clean, it means she cares about other living beings. Okay, not only the humans, also the other living beings. And with this, the first part of this chapter is over.